Hi, video blog. We're here. That's me flexing. Oh, there's not enough megapixels to catch the massiveness. Okay, so if you are afraid of something, we have what we call presence. Presence is dealing with what's in front of us, the reality that's directly in front. You can probably record and type at the same time, right? Yeah. Like audio record. So presence is handled by our perception. So what we perceive is run through a couple of filters, right? The filters are, one, our senses, okay? In NLP, they call this concept, the map is not the territory. Whereas you have a territory of actualness, and then you have a map, and if you laid the map over the territory, even if it was the same size as the territory was, the images that were on that piece of paper are not the actual mountain ranges and buildings and everything, right? The map is not the territory. Yeah. So when people look at a map, like, for instance, a CQC system, or something that they perceive in the real world, and then they go, oh, that must be the territory, that's false. What's real is not what we perceive. But in the other way, perception is reality. The closest thing we can get to real is what we perceive. Because there's no other way to deal with it, except for your senses and your intuition. Right?
Yeah.
So, presence is really trying to take as many filters off as possible and interpret your sensory input as accurately as possible. Times when we have that stuff, it comes from past experience, right? So what we call this is we call it past regression. If you're looking at the current present moment, you take your past belief system and you lay it over there as a filter, and you view the current moment through your past belief system as past regression. Yeah. Oh, her boyfriend's going to come around the corner and punch me in the mouth. Future projection, right? And all of that stuff, if you think that stuff, you lay it over the present moment, it affects your current action. Like, oh, I'm not going to approach because she looks busy.
Right.
Stupid. Silly. You don't know if she's busy because you didn't ask. Right? There's some things that are more...
Can you be honest about your future projection? Like, let's say that you actually do approach and she is, and be like, oh, okay, well, my future projection was correct. You are a bitch, but I just want to make sure to prove that wasn't right, so...
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah. I try to stay away from the negative.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it just takes your state out.
Just stay positive. Yeah.
All right. I got a video called You Were Fat Anyway.
Yeah.
Where these guys, they'll go and they'll like approach, and then the girls will be like, no, thank you, whatever. Well, whatever, bitch, you were fat anyway. You know, they get like defensive and they get attacking afterwards. But the problem is, girls have to deal with that all the time. And if you read Tucker Max's book, Mate, he talks about how women just get abused for simply responding to nice shit. Like, guys wonder, like, oh, I just wanted to see if you were available. You don't have to be a bitch about it. It's like, well, yeah, actually you do. Because many of these guys will go in there, and if they say no, they get abused. They get fucking whatever. And not understanding that puts you kind of behind the 8 ball. Like, women get fucking destroyed all the time.
Like it's not a big deal.
For Snugglecast vlog, I got my friend Dora the Explorer here. Because we found her sitting at the table, just out here at the mall picking up bitches with the Galleria in Dallas, and the guys are doing really, really well. A whole bunch of numbers so far. We're going to work on deep qualification next. It's important when you are talking to new women that you just met, that you dig in and you figure out who they are and like what connects them emotionally, because if you only approach her for her looks, the number's not going to be very solid. Your dates aren't going to be very solid unless she's like really, really physically attracted to you right away, you know, which might be the case, but it's still not. The more emotionally you can get, the better you can connect, the more rapport you can build, and the more depth that interaction has the potential of becoming. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see it, but the rain is coming down pretty hard on the windows above me. So I don't know what night game's gonna be like. Going out looking for girls in bar areas. We're gonna have Deep Ellum tomorrow or tonight. So we'll see what happens there. And yeah, the guys are doing really well. They've each done 50, 60 approaches apiece. And they got a whole bunch of phone numbers, setting up dates, and it's really cool. You know, every time I come to Texas, it's a really good time. Like we got guys who are like willing to put in work, willing to get stuff done, and as a result, they get results. You know, it's not fucking rocket science. Apparently, the Ghostbusters are here because I don't know why, but they're here. This is definitely the hipster district of the fucking Dallas. Where we were last night was pretty fucking bomb, and all the chicks were super hot. And out here, all the chicks are super not. But it's a bunch of really cool bars, so maybe we'll find some cool stuff in the meantime. Drum and bass every Thursday. Street art. Alright, so after 40 approaches and the fact that nobody was nice, we have determined that hipster-laden Deep Ellum is one of the lamest places we've been to. There's a lot of girls here, but they're all kind of like rude. Like really rude. I think I'm gonna need like way more suspenders or something to fucking, or maybe my beard needs to be longer. I don't know, but last night everybody was opening, it was great, we had a good time. And out here, like, girls are like, bye, bye, go, bye. Like, it's fucking weird. So we're gonna go back up. Much better. Much better.
Crush.